Welcome back, everybody, to another video introduction to Scratch, Part 8 Variables and My Blocks. In the previous video, we talked about operators, so make sure to go check that out. With that being said, let's get right into it. We are going to start off with asking ourselves, what are variables? Well, the simple answer to that is variables is like a box. And this box, you can store in it literally any information. So, let's start by the basic thing, how do you make one? It says it over here. Make a variable. You click there and name it. So for example, let's name it test1. You click OK and you get the variable created and it gets appeared also over here. So you have the variable, and what's the my variable? It's just the default. So you have the test1, it's appearing over here. Obviously, if you don't want it to get appeared, you can do this. You can completely toggle it. And let's say, for example, we want to put inside this variable the number 50. Comes this block. Set test1 to 50. You just write the number 50. And as soon as this block is activated, the variable contains the number 50. If you set it to 100, it's going to set to 100. Now, if you remember in one of our previous videos, whenever we talked about sensing, you can take the username of whatever person is using your project. So if you do that and then place this one over here, it is going to set the variable to the username. Obviously, because I'm pro scratch 1234 underscore 1234, it's going to set to that. So that's clear, and you can obviously rename the variable. The next block we are going to talk about is the change test1 by 1. This one works especially well with numbers. If you have the test1, for example, set to 100, and then you want to change it or add or plus it by 1, if this block is activated, it increases by 1, by 1, by 1. This is very helpful whenever you're trying to make, for example, a score tracker, and then you take, for example, a forever loop and then place this guy inside it. And then whenever you do that, it increases every second. If you wanted to increase every millisecond, you can go like zero point 0.1. That's every tenth of a second. That increases faster. If you go zero point zero 0.01, it increases every millisecond. So that is this one. The next block we have in the variables section is the show and the hide variable. Instead of actually showing the variable by clicking over here, let's say, for example, in the beginning screen of your game or of your whatever, you wanted to disappear, for it not to appear. And then once the game actually starts, you want it to appear, you can do that very easily. Another part of variables is something called list. And I'm sure you did not hear about lists because lists are something that not many people actually pay attention at. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to explain lists right now because they're going to take up all the time of our video. But if you wanted a detailed explanation on lists, make sure to write it in the comments below and subscribe so you don't miss that video. Wait, did you know that 77% of the people watching this video aren't subscribed to the channel? If you were one of those, please make sure to smash that subscribe button. It won't take you a single second and it helps me a ton. Back to the video. The next thing that we're going to be talking about is My Blocks. My block seems empty until you click here. It's literally making a custom block of your own. You can first name the block. For example, let's say change the sprite, for example. And then you could add input, for example, where you can actually put something inside, like one of those things that in the operators, the plus or the minus or that. And then you could write, for example, labeling it how fast, or for example, speed. And then you could add a number where you could actually write the number. So, for example, speed again. And then Something very important you need to pay attention at is run without screen refresh. If you don't select this and then click OK, you're going to have to refresh the project before the block actually runs. So you click there, and then you click OK, and boom, you get this. And once you come here, it's going to actually show you the custom block that you created. And this thing automatically spawns with it because this one is defining it. So, what does this block mean? So, for example, let's say change the sprite. Let's go to looks. So, whenever this block literally equals to switch costume to instead of bananas, let's go for apple, and then wait. Oh, it's not here. And then wait 1 second, and then switch it to the banana. That could be it. And you could make it as simple or as advanced as you want. So whenever this block runs, what's going to happen is apple, and then wait 1 second, and then it's going to switch to banana. If you want to make it advanced, you could go like the speed, and then you make a variable that equals speed, and speed equals whatever, and then you could make it as advanced as you want. So that's pretty much my block. You could literally do whatever. You could make this block as long as you want, as big as you want. I hope you learned something new. Please make sure to subscribe if you think that I gave you any important value. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.